What's up, beautiful people? So it is Coach Tish here, and I'm almost positive everyone can see this. Hopefully, you can see this awesome spiral behind me. This is me attempting to hypnotize you both with my voice and visually. No, I'm just bullshitting. I'm house sitting, and this is an awesome design that she has on the wall behind me. It actually matches the cat too. So, if you do not know, tomorrow is the new moon, right? And so the moon cycles every 28 days, just like us. And every new moon is the perfect opportunity for us to start something anew. The new moon is basically when it's completely eclipsed by the sun, and so we cannot see the moon when we look out. It's completely dark. And the full moon happens approximately 14 days after the new moon, and that's usually when we end cycles. So the new moons are perfect for beginning cycles, and the full moons are perfect for ending cycles. And so this moon transition happens about every 14 days. And so tomorrow is actually the new moon. And today I actually went to the movies because I'm a movie chick. I love movies. And the movie that I saw was I Feel Pretty. And in the movie, it was really, I'm going to give you a highlight reel in case you decide that you want to go see it. But in the movie was a young lady who basically felt like she was ugly, right? And so the whole movie was basically she bumped her head and all of a sudden she thought she was beautiful. Now she looked the exact same, but in her mind, she had wished to be made pretty. And so in her mind, she began to act like, after she bumped her head, she began to act like she was beautiful, right? Like this totally, completely beautiful person. And so the really cool thing about it is she ended up bumping her head again and went back to what she thought was ugly. But eventually, she basically was able to see that it was really all about how she felt about herself and her acting accordingly, and how really people began to treat her in accordance with how she acted. And that movie got me to thinking, right? It got me to thinking about my own goals and what it is that I would like to achieve, especially since it's the new moon. It's a perfect time to start not just setting goals, but revisiting what our goals is. It's the halfway point of the year. All in all, it's a great time to be reviewing goals and, resetting goals. And so it got me to thinking about my own goals, and not just the goals that I've achieved overall, but why is it that we fail at achieving our goals, right? And the thing that I recognize is most of the time, at least for me, I have failed at achieving my goals because I did not plan for life after the goal. And in particular, one of the times that I was thinking about was right after I finished, I had just self-published my first book, right? And I wanted more, right? I had published a book, I had launched the Authors Academy, I had launched a marketing program for coaches, I had done all kinds of stuff. I had a 3-city book tour, I had sold out all my books, all kinds of stuff I had done. And I felt like something was missing, and I wasn't quite sure what it was. I just felt like, okay, I was knocking out my goals, but something felt like I was moving in the wrong direction. I was going about this entirely wrong. And so I talked to a mentor of mine, and my mentor told me, well, have you considered setting intentions? And it took me a little minute, and I had to think about it. And I'm like, okay, what do you mean intentions? I achieve these goals. I set the goal. I achieve the goal. Like, what do you mean by intention? And what I recognized was what my mentor was referring to as intentions were really the little goals, right? So when you think about setting a goal, there's usually, you're basically hopscotching along. You've got a big goal, you've got another big goal. Well, your intentions are really the things that are happening between the goals, right? And as I began to think about it more and more, what I decided was, okay, I never set any small goals, right? I just had the big goal, the big goal. But when it came to like moving on my day to day, right, my day to day activities, what I wanted my daily life to look like, I didn't have any small goals. And so that's what I started doing. I started setting goals, small goals that were really intentions, really just my day to day. And I gotta tell you, it felt really, really good because what that gave me was automatic feedback. Every day I had an intention for how I wanted my day to go. And so I instantly knew if I was achieving it or not. When you're looking to like write a book or produce a film or do something huge, usually, these are big things. And so you've got to wait some time before you get that reward feeling, that, feeling like, okay, I've done what I set out to do. But as I started to set my daily intentions, I was actually getting immediate feedback. And so I knew automatically, I knew off top whether or not I was achieving it. And like I said, it felt really, really good. And I'm excited to share that with you because I felt like at that point when I reached out to the mentor, if I had not have really set up some smaller goals, set up my intentions, I really would have kept going from big goal to big goal to big goal. Um, and that would have been a failure for me simply because I wasn't on a day to day basis. I wasn't feeling like I wanted to feel. Sure, I was achieving what sometimes some people would consider lifetime achievements, right? But on a day to day basis, I really wasn't taking the time to get grateful and get clear about where I was and how I could begin to create my dream day and dream life today. And so now, after watching this movie, and really start thinking about, okay, who is it that I would want to be? If I was the person, the woman that I want to be, right? Mexican millionaire Tish, right? If I was the Mexican millionaire me, uh, what would my day to day look like? What would the Mexican millionaire me eat? What would the Mexican millionaire me think? How would the Mexican millionaire me act? Right? And I'll put you in on a little tip. I put Mexican millionaire because I used to want to make a million, but what I realized to make $1 million in America, it's a lot of work. And I had to think about it like, I don't know if I want to work that hard. All the millionaires that I knew in America were like, they didn't spend too much time sitting on the beach. But in Mexico, the exchange rate is 20 to 1. So I could get away with being a Mexican millionaire and only make 50K in USD, in US dollars, but still live like a millionaire. So that's the Mexican millionaire me. So that's what I want to share with you today. The new moon is starting tomorrow. You have an opportunity just to set some goals and take advantage of the energy that's in the air. And I want to ask you, if you were to, if you were the woman or man that you would like to be, right? If we're talking about the future tense you, what would your day to day look like? So this month, rather than setting the goals the way that we typically do, I want to inspire and how do I say, challenge you. I want to challenge you to, rather than setting some huge, humongous goal that you have no idea how long it's going to take to reach, I want to challenge you to setting a goal that is based on your intention, something small that you can immediately do tomorrow. So, example of some of my goals, the Mexican millionaire me would read one book a week. And so I've got a stack of books that I want to complete. The Mexican millionaire me would exercise, would have a consistent exercise habit, right? The Mexican millionaire me would read my metaphysics readings every single day. So those are some examples of some of the things that I have. Comment below. I want to know what you've got. And I can't wait to hear how your goal setting, your newfound intention setting is going. Because we're moving away from goals, right? This is my convincing you. This is my hypnosis. We are moving away from goal setting and instead are setting daily intentions. So take advantage of the new moon energy and comment below. I cannot wait to hear what you got going on. Talk to y'all later. Peace.